My name is Maureen Buffalino. I'm the Regional President of Omega Bank.
Karen Kendradine, Vice President and Client Services Manager of the Legacy Trust Company.
My name is Lee Beard, and I'm a principal with the Henley Group.
I would say that some of the successes that shaped me into the person that I am today would be dealing with the public. In the financial services business, we're dealing with customers every day, customers who are looking to fulfill their dreams. When you see a customer walk in with their initial request, and then when you know that you've helped them and see that they've actually accomplished what it was that they were hoping to do and that you were the one that helped them through the services that you can provide, it's very rewarding.
I think the challenges have been trying to deal with change and with the issue of being a woman in industries, plural, that have typically been men's industries.
It's quite a challenge to walk in the door and realize there's not an asset or a client, and there won't be unless you make it happen. Taking on that challenge really helped me to grow as a person and helped me to be who I am today. I love working with the community. Actually, all the community service I do gives me and teaches me more than I could ever hope to give back to them. I meet so many wonderful people. I learn about the services and opportunities available in our community. It's just a great privilege to be a part of all the community organizations.
I think it's the fact that I can really see the impact. I spent most of my life growing up in the Washington, D.C. suburbs, and certainly when you do community activities there, it makes a difference. But having come to Northeast Pennsylvania, you can really see the impact almost on a person-by-person basis. And so the things that I do in the community, many of which try to deal with women's issues and youth, are things that I really think you can see the impact very directly.
People who know me know that I'm very active in our local community. I'm the type of person who, up until recently, was someone who could never say no when called upon. The reason I would never say no is because I simply loved working in our community. I would say the most rewarding thing that I find from the various boards and nonprofits that I'm involved in is working with the talented group of people, not only the staff, but the other directors that I'm involved with, who all share the same common mission, trying to make the community that we live in a better place.
I think there are two people that come to mind first for me. One is my mother. My mother raised me and my brother and two sisters as a single mother, and she really showed us what it takes to be a woman who can stand up and do the things that are necessary for, in her case, for her family. And my husband, Bill. He has really shown me how you can step up and do things that are important to you, regardless of what others may think is important to them. And so those two people, there are many in my life, but those two people have really been influential. I should also say that my mother has been was very influential. She was one of my assistant troop leaders for Girl Scouts, and that has been was a very big part of my life.
Obviously, my parents. My parents have provided me with a wonderful life, wonderful guidance and support, no matter where my life has taken me. I was lucky enough 11 years ago to join the bank when it was a family-owned business owned by my family. My father gave me the opportunity to come and get involved in the bank and learn and grow to the point to where I am today. He was my mentor on a professional basis. My mother was the one who taught me about the love of community. She too was so involved in the community and often jokes that she has now turned the reins over to me to follow in her footsteps.
That would actually be my parents. Without even trying, they gave me the most important tools I could have in life: to always stand by your morals and your ethics, to take responsibility for your actions and the consequences that come with those. Those are the most important things any of us could have, and without my parents, I wouldn't have them.
I think the role of Girl Scouting in today's society is very important. Girls are looking for direction in their lives, and for some reason, maybe they're not receiving that at home, or they're not receiving that at school, or from a close friend or family member. If they're not receiving that level of support and guidance, the Girl Scouts really do play a wonderful part in bridging that gap between a family member, or a teacher at school, or someone that the girl knows from her community dealings. I think the Girl Scouts is a very vital part of our community and the communities all across the United States.
I think Girl Scouting plays a critical role in today's world, not only for the girls and the women who are part of the programs, but for all of our communities. That there are an increasing number of girls and women who are doing almost anything, going to outer space and running companies and running homes and doing everything that they want to do. And the way that Girl Scouting can help girls understand how important leadership is and how they can become leaders is, I think, is critical. And also, I think the women who volunteer for Girl Scouting get a very big benefit, whether they were part of Girl Scouting as a youth or not. They are learning from their volunteer activities in Girl Scouting. So I think that it is very important to all of our communities today.
I think Girl Scouting is very important in today's world, especially with a lot of working mothers. As young girls and eventually young women, we need to learn the importance of confidence in ourselves, of what it means to be a team player, of having pride in what you accomplish, and not letting anyone in the outside take away what you believe and what you know you can accomplish. So I think Girl Scouting can give all that to young girls, and it's important they continue to do so.
I think that it would be, you can be whoever you want to be. That, as my husband said to me, you need to be comfortable with yourself before you can make others comfortable with you. So I think the girls here tonight need to understand that there really are no limits other than those that they put on themselves. They may have to find a way through the path towards the success that they define, but they can do it, and they just need to keep working at it and finding the path that's going to work for them.
The one message I'd like to leave the young women who are in the audience tonight with would be, get involved. Get involved. Say yes when you're called upon. Look to accepting any type of leadership role you're presented with. It's amazing what it can lead to.
Always believe in yourself. A lot of things may happen in life, but as long as you believe in who you are and you set your goals and move forward towards them, you will have a very successful life.